Hi, and welcome to C1 Risk. This training is specifically designed for external auditors who want to do on-screen audits for our customers, your customers, on the C1 Risk platform. We're going to show you how to access the controls and view internal controls, evidence, and download any documentation that you need as part of that audit process. So let's go ahead and get into the system and we'll show you how to do it. So as you log into the platform, what you're going to see is the dashboard come up, and then you'll have access to this GRC library where you can go into the obligation and choose the specific obligation that you're going to be working on for your audit. And then here you'll see just this summary of preparation. This is really for the client. But what you can do is you can go into the control library here. And here you'll see all of the control requirements from the standard or regulation itself. And this is where you're going to begin. So the first step in the process is we're going to find all the controls that are actually applicable for the audit. And the way we're going to do that is to go to our filter section here. And then we're just going to filter by applicability. And we can just select all those that are applicable, obviously. And we can then begin our audit with all the controls that are applicable. Now, in the case of an ISO audit, if you want to look at the controls that are not applicable to see those statements, of course, you can do that at any time just by changing that filter up. But we're going to focus on actually completing the audit for applicable controls right now. So once we've got the controls in place, you'll see if you order by source, the controls should come up in the order required for an audit. If you're going through section by section, as you can see here for ISO sections 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth in the annex, then what we're going to do is simply click into this control. Here you'll see at the top the actual control requirement from ISO itself. So this is 5.1.1. And then if you keep going down, what you're going to see is all of the documentation that has been collected to validate this control. So that's all your documentation there. And then you can verify what that's for by going into the internal controls here. And if you want to see each internal control individually, you can just click into it here. And then you can look at the evidence here. And from here, go into the document requests. So you can see them specifically, or again, back in that control library, all those documents are in the details section. The other option you have to see the evidence as well is you can go into the evidence section here, and then again, click on that, and that will bring you all of your documentation here. Okay, so that's the first step in completing the audit for evaluating the internal controls and the documentation. In the next section of this training, we're going to show you how to add comments and or any corrective actions, observations, or findings from the platform. So please continue with the next training in this section. Thank you very much.